I'm so happy for Bill Skarsgård because I remember seeing the 2017 It in theaters, and I was like, this guy deserves every role. And ever since then, this man has just done every type of character in the best way. I mean, he literally was just Nosferatu, and he was like unrecognizable. Then you see him in this movie, it's like, hey, that's the vampire from Nosferatu. Locked stars Bill Skarsgård and is about a thief breaking into a luxury SUV, realizes that he has slipped into a game of psychological horror. From director David Yarovesky, sorry if I said your last name wrong, he recently directed Brightburn, and we are now talking his brand new film, Locked. So this is a movie that hasn't had a ton of trailers, but I have seen like a few like images on like Twitter or whatever, and I knew it was coming out this weekend, but at a very limited capacity because I did not see it in my local movie theater. But this is a movie that had a really cool idea, you know? Bill Skarsgård stuck in a car with Anthony Hopkins talking to you. I mean, honestly, that just sounds like a beautiful ride in my opinion. Like, talk to me, Hannibal Lecter. But with this movie, it's very much a like horror, but I would say thriller of him being trapped in this car, and this car is like amazingly talented because it can do everything to keep him in this car and no one can know it. And so I found this movie to be very interesting and honestly a pretty cool 90-minute thriller in my opinion. So of course, being with the positives, Bill Skarsgård, he is very good in this movie. I didn't really know there's going to be a lot of character depth to him, but you learn that like he is just a guy like on the end of his life, honestly. Like he's trying his best for his daughter. He really needs to get money. He's not the smartest person, but in the moment he's trying to rob this car. He's not a good guy. And then Anthony Hopkins, being a very rich person, traps him and basically teaches him a lesson, and it gets a little bit like over dramatic with also like being super rich, the poor, what it does in our economy and all that kind of stuff. It's cool and all, but like it was a little hammed in a little bit. But for the most part, you are stuck in this car with his voice and Bill Skarsgård. There is a point where Anthony Hopkins is seen, even though he's on the poster, so you know that. The movie does get more intense by the third act, and again, I found it to be an okay thriller, honestly. Like I said, Bill Skarsgård is great. Anthony Hopkins, Oscar-winning actor, very good in this movie. He's very good with his voice work, and when he's actually seen on screen, he's very good. I found the movie, to be honest, though, a little boring until things start to really heat up. And I'll say that, like, when the car starts driving, from that point onward, it's like, this shit's intense. But for the most part, you are with Bill Skarsgård stuck in this car, and the movie does a really good job with its cinematography and the direction, keeping it creative, keeping you intrigued, and you're not just sitting in this car with one camera, a couple cuts. No, there's really cool camera shots, really dope sound design, and for the most part, I would say, like, the creativity behind the camera kept you intrigued. But I will say, for the most part, you're in this car for a good little while, and then there's a moment when things get really intense, and that's when it's, like, really good. So for the beginning part, it's kind of, like, pretty good, then it gets good. So in the end, I mean, there's not much to say. Obviously, I can't really spoil how it ends or whatever. I do like the ending. But in the end, it's just a 90-minute thriller with some good performances and a really cool creative directing style. I'm going to give Locked a B. If it's playing your local theater, I would say give it a chance. I would definitely say this is like the perfect Tuesday matinee movie. This is that kind of movie. It's the perfect matinee movie. So anyway, guys enjoyed this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.